Hi, my name is Vanessa van Dijk, and in today's video I'm going to show you how you can use Beauty of Joseon Radiance Cleansing Balm, which is suitable for all skin types, and it's an all-in-one cleansing balm that is able to remove any excess oil, dirt, sweat, makeup and sunscreen from the skin. Now I'm not only going to show you how you can use it, but its performance as well. So I'm currently having my morning skincare routine on, sunscreen and even makeup, so that you can see it visually how effective it is to break it all down. Now, when working with this cleanser, you can use it on its own as your just regular cleanser. That's completely fine in the morning and or evening, because it is an all-in-one cleanser, it's fragrance-free, and it does not leave a weird residue afterwards, which some oil or balm cleansers may have. So therefore, if you want to use it on its own, that's completely fine. Now you can of course use this cleansing balm in a double cleansing routine as well, and then it's going to be the first cleanser that you're going to use because it's a balm cleanser, and then later on you're moving on to a water-based cleanser. This can be a gel, foam or even cream cleanser depending on your skin type and the preference of the texture that you like to use. And so nonetheless, one thing that won't change, and this is the major application of how you're going to use this cleanser, which is apply it on dry skin. This is really important to remember. Now you can wash your face above the sink or take the cleanser with you in the shower, but if you're doing this in the shower, again, please do not forget, apply it on dry skin. I usually have the habit to always wet my hair and face immediately, and then I'm thinking yes, I wanted to use the balm cleanser and now my face is wet. And so when applying it on wet skin, it may not remove, especially sunscreen and makeup, that effectively as it could if you're going to apply it on dry skin. So please keep this in mind. So I'm now going to get started with the demonstration, and I'm going to at first use the cleansing balm on its own, and then I'm going to move into a double cleansing method later on. So this cleansing balm is fragrance free, and it comes with a little spatula right here. It also does have a plastic in between, which I removed because I couldn't get it out effectively, so therefore it's just more convenient to just place the spatula in it as well. But when taking it, take a fair amount. I always like to go with about that much for my face and neck. And you can see it's still stiff, so you're going to warm it up between your hands, and then you're going to massage it all over your face and neck on dry skin. So if you have your makeup, sunscreen on, apply it on dry skin on top of your makeup and sunscreen so that it can help you to dissolve it. Now this one dissolves pretty fast, so you do not have to warm it up between your hands for that long. So you can see it has already melted, and then you can go ahead and gently massage it all over your face and neck. If you're wearing sunscreen and makeup, please make sure to get it into every corner possible to make sure that it's able to dissolve the makeup, especially around your eyes and your lips as well. So my lipstick is off. I had a waterproof lip liner on, and now I'm going to move towards my eyes. Just make sure to not get it into your eyes when doing so, but take your time. So, and once you have massaged it all over your face and neck, you went into every corner possible with your hands, well then now you can go ahead and rinse it off with lukewarm water. Now at the time you're going to massage the cleanser all over your face and neck is usually about, with the balm cleanser and you're wearing sunscreen and makeup, take your time. You go with 1 to 2 minutes to really make sure that you're not forgetting any area. And then once you're ready, you can rinse it off. Now at first I like to rinse it off with lukewarm water to warm water so that I get most of it off. And then I highly recommend working with the soft and fresh washcloth in between. Those are usually also referring to makeup cloths, which are really practical to use in between because you can wet them. And then this just will help you to make sure that you're going to remove the last traces of makeup and sunscreen and even a balm cleanser from the skin, because you're going to swipe it off the skin so that you're making sure that everything comes properly off. And you can go ahead and use the cloth and really get it nicely towards the eyes and lips and also along the face so that you're not missing any area. So as you can see, the cleanser is able to properly take off everything that I just had on the skin, and I still have some residue left from the balm cleanser, so I'm going to use now the fresh cloth and I'm going to swipe across my face to take that off as well. So now if you want to use the cleansing balm on its own, now it's the time to take a fresh towel and you're going to remove the water drops from the skin, so by patting the skin dry. And then you can either stop right there and just use the cleansing balm on its own if you do not have a skincare routine at all, that's completely fine. Or now move on to your usual skincare routine, which can be in the morning as well as in the evening. And this cleanser won't leave a residue, so it does not give you like a greasy or still like a weird film on the skin surface when just using it on its own. However, I now want to take the opportunity to move into the double cleanse as well, and so I'm not going to pat the skin dry yet. So once you have rinsed off your cleansing balm with water and your skin is still wet, if it isn't wet, well then splash some water onto the skin, and then you're going to move on to the next cleanser, which as already mentioned earlier would be a water-based cleanser. I have two examples right here, one for combination to oily skin, the other one for normal to dry skin. Those are just two examples. If you have a different one, go ahead, exchange it. And usually those cleansers need to be applied on wet skin, and so then you're going to leave the skin wet in between, and then you're moving immediately onto the next cleanser and apply it onto wet skin. So I'm going to use Cetaphil's Daily Facial Cleanser as an example, and use between 1 to 2 pumps, so more or less about a coin size amount, and massage it onto wet skin for about 30 seconds to a minute. So, and once you have massaged your regular cleanser, like your water-based cleanser, all over your face and neck for about 30 seconds to a minute, you can go ahead and again rinse it off with lukewarm water to warm water. Now, if you're doing this above the sink, I still recommend working with a soft and fresh washcloth in between, but if you have used the oil cleanser before to remove your sunscreen and makeup, I now recommend working with a new soft and fresh washcloth so that you're not going to smear around the residue of your makeup, sunscreen and balm cleanser onto the skin again. So take a new one in between. However, if you're doing this in the shower, usually like the power of like the shower head is strong enough to just rinse it off like this, but it can be tricky when doing this just above the sink. So now go ahead and take a fresh towel and pat the skin dry. So once you're done with your cleansing step, you can go ahead and just stop right here or just continue with the rest of your skincare routine. But I do want to emphasize that if you have a drier skin type, I highly recommend following with a moisturizer afterwards to make sure that your skin still also will stay hydrated and so that you're not going to lose any of the water. And so as an example, I have the Beauty of Joseon cream right here. That one is a very lightweight cream that's great for all skin types, and I'm just going to use a bit of it to continue with my skincare routine by following just with a moisturizer. So use about more or less about a bean size amount for your face and neck. So just dip into it with your finger and then blend it all over your face and neck. So then once you have applied your moisturizer all over, you're going to leave it on the skin. There's no need to wash it off. And then there you have a little example of an evening skincare routine. Now I want to mention that I have prepared for you morning and evening skincare routines using the cleansing balm as well as following with a moisturizer afterwards in PowerPoint slides. And I have included like the different cleansing methods as well, have a specific sunscreen guide and some little tips if you want to layer certain skincare products. You can find everything in the description box down below by clicking on the link. This will bring you to a website where I'm uploading the PowerPoint slides, and you can even download them if you find them helpful. Now this is what I wanted to share with you. I do hope that you enjoyed this video, that you find it helpful. If you did so, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up as well as share it. And if you now want to learn more about skincare in general, I have several videos for you on my YouTube channel, and I'm going to link some of them at the end of this video so that you can keep on watching. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you soon in the next one. Happy skincaring. Bye!